welcome to another edition of Football Fan Zone. Today I have a special guest in the building. Pick Santi is in the building, big Arsenal fan. And you know it's a big game this weekend. It's Chelsea versus Arsenal. How are you doing, my man? How's it going?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for having me. It's an honor.
Yes, sir. So you guys, your last game against City just before the international break, you guys did very well. You won that game after a bad run against them. After that game against City, how did you feel?
Before that game, it's been a long time since we beat City last. So that game was meant to be a statement maker, and it was meant to boost our confidence going forward this season. Because last season, I feel like we fell short last season because we failed to get a single point against City, who were competing with for the league last season. So going forward this season, getting that result will boost our confidence going forward. So I couldn't be happier.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I saw that game and I think you guys bust that game. But yeah, it's a small matter of a London derby again. You guys played Spurs obviously earlier. You drew 2-2, but this is a different type of game. This is a Chelsea team that, they are rebuilding, they're just finding their form and
Mhm.
we just won 3 games out of our last 3. How are you feeling about this game from an Arsenal perspective?
I'm confident, to be honest, because I think our last 5 games at Stamford Bridge, we won 3, drew 1, and lost 1. The last time we lost a Premier League game at Stamford Bridge was 2018. So going into this fixture, confidence going into it. But then again, it is a derby game. So the derby spirit will always be there, and Chelsea have been gaining momentum of recent. Won back-to-back league games for the first time, I think this year, if I'm not mistaken. So they will be confident coming into the game, and they will want to, prove a point, continue their recent impressive run. So on the other hand, I feel like it will be a tough game. It will just be like Arsenal walking there and pick up the 3 points and leave. If we are going to pick up the 3 points in that game, we have to work our socks off for it. So I'm excited to see what Chelsea brings to the to the game.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Well said. So from your side of things, who are some of the Chelsea players that you'll be watching, or some players that you think we should watch out for that might cause some dangerous moments for your team?
Um, I think Enzo Fernandez have been really good this season. Uh, the numbers is not really obvious yet, but if you look into detailed numbers, you see how impressive he's been this season. But I think your forwards have been wasteful a lot this season. You've created a lot of chances from midfield, and somehow I think Nicholas Jackson have had over 9 BCM this season, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken. So uh, as soon as your forward starts firing, people will start to see the impact of Enzo Fernandez in that team. So going into that game, I'm really wary of him. And Cole Palmer as well, very talented footballer. So the last time we met in the Community Shield, he scored an amazing goal against us. So going into that game, I think it will be vital for you as well. And yeah, I think those are the two players that I'm really wary of.
Yeah, yeah, well said. Also, if I look at your midfield, I feel like your midfield has really improved from last season to this season. One player is Declan Rice. How important has he been for your team? Because I watched a game against Manchester United, against Spurs, and against Man City. I felt like he really did very well. But for you as an Arsenal fan, how impressed have you been with Declan Rice?
Going into the summer, yeah, I wasn't going to pay over 80 million pounds for this guy, and the fact that we went ahead we paid 105 million. The season so far, I can't remember a single bad game he's had so far this season. I think he brought something we've been lacking in that midfield for the past couple of years. The power to intercept, the his recovery runs, his defending. We've been lacking that a lot this season, and I really think him and Partey, complement each other a lot. So going forward, I mean, we've been seeing Kai Havertz in midfield for us, but I've said it a lot of times that going forward, I want to see a midfield three of Partey, Declan Rice, and Odegaard. So I think that's our best midfield going forward. Declan Rice has been nothing short of amazing for us this season.
Yeah, so I'm going to put you on the spot there a little. Um, Declan Rice, like you said, a player that you always you didn't want to pay over the top for. But there's a player that you guys could have signed last winter, right? Moise Caicedo. So right now, Moise Caicedo versus Declan Rice. Who are you picking?
Yeah, I think both are amazing players. Caicedo is a very brilliant player. Declan Rice, on the other hand, is an incredible player as well. But they are different profiles for me. And I've always said it, even, before Chelsea signed him, when it looked like Arsenal wanted to sign Declan Rice and Caicedo, and a section of our fan base preferred Caicedo to Rice, a section preferred Rice to Caicedo. I've always said to people, if we're looking for a six, Caicedo is not really a six for me. Caicedo is more of a box-to-box, in my opinion. Caicedo is more like a Kante. At some point in Kante's career, he played as a DM. At some point, he played as a box-to-box. So Caicedo is more of like a Kante to me. So I believe a Caicedo and a Declan Rice can coexist in the same team. So I think at some point, if Lavia hits form for Chelsea, it'll probably be Lavia in that 6 row. If you're not playing double pivot, probably you're playing with a lone six. It'll probably be Lavia in that 6 row. Caicedo is not a six for me, in my own opinion. So I can't really pick this is the best star player between the two. But if I'm signing a player for my own team, based on what we need, I'm signing Declan Rice. So
Well said, well said. I'm trying to be diplomatic there. I saw that, but yeah, well said. You mentioned a player there, Kai Havertz. Is coming back to the bridge. Um, Obviously, I don't know the type of reception that he will get. Personally, for me, when players do things at my club, I'm grateful. I know Kai Havertz didn't have the best time for us, but the little time he spent, I still, he scored the goal, the Champions League goal for us, so I'll never forget that. But for you as an Arsenal fan, if you could do it again, if you could go back in time to the summer, are you still signing that player? Are you still signing Kai Havertz?
no, I'm not. To be honest, I've never really been a big fan of him. And look, this is the real me away from Twitter banter. Do you get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
Because probably a lot of some people who watch this are like, this is not the same guy that is always hyping him over. But at the end of the day, you have to support your players,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
matter what. So, but left to me, I wouldn't sign him in the first place.
Mm,
And so far, even if I was going to sign him at all, 65 million. I don't know what Boli and Co did. I really don't know how they got 65 million out of us for a player that's not been impressive for 3 years in the Premier League. So for me, from my own perspective, I think the transfer sort of slow us down in some extent, because that 65 million could have been used, because apparently now it wouldn't even start for us.
mm,
Our strongest midfield is Partey, Rice, and Odegaard. And it doesn't start up front for us, except some games, like the City game. If you saw my preview of the game, I said it. I wanted Kaiva to start in that game because
mm,
of his area ability, except the City game. And we are linked with Ivan Toney now, so
mm-hmm,
he's sort of useless for those sort of games as well. So it slowed us down in the sense that 65 million could have been used to sign a proper center midfielder, that is way, way better than him. So that money has been spent on him. Somehow we have to make him work.
yeah, yeah.
We are not City. We can't take another 65 million, go out there, splash it on another midfielder. So, I mean, we're stuck with him now. So we just have to support him and hope he come good. But if I have to go back in time, I'm not making that signing.
So you don't think you should start against Chelsea then?
No.
So who are you going for up front?
Up front, I'll go for Martinelli's back, Jesus, and Saka is a major doubt for the game. But Ateta lies a lot. So yeah, I mean, it lies a lot. So I believe Saka is fit for the game. So If Saka is fit, I want to say a front three of Martinelli, Jesus, Saka. If Saka is not available for the game, I want to see a front three of Martinelli, Nketiah, and Jesus on the right wing. So
Okay. Yeah. There's also another position that has been spotlighted in a couple of weeks. It was the goalkeeping situation with Raya and Ramsdale. I saw the game against City. I thought Raya did pretty well. What's your opinion on that competition there?
I'm indifferent about both players. A section of our fan base has been criticizing Ramsdale for a while now. It's not that guy that can win us the league, this, that, and that. But Raya came in, and for me, Raya has not totally convinced me yet. I mean, when his head is in the game, is a little bit better than Ramsdale. When it comes to playing out from the back, playing that sweeper keeper role. I saw the game against was it Bournemouth that we won 4-0.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that game in attack was literally playing as a left center back when we're attacking. So Ramsdale was not comfortable playing that high up. And that's how Arteta wants to play. So Ramsey himself said it that Arteta wanted him high up the field and is not really comfortable with it. So they had to reach a compromise. So Raya can do that, but the same Raya in our Champions League game against Lens, he gave the ball away, led to a goal. Against City, we could have been punished for his sloppiness. The second half of that game, he grew into the game and he was absolutely faultless. But first half of the game, and another day we could have been punished. So the thing with him is this minute is brilliant, next minute is shaky. So he's not really impressed me yet. And if there's one thing about Ramsdale away days, I think he's the best goalkeeper I've seen Arsenal, sign in a long time, especially on away fixtures. Ramsdale is prime perform. But when it comes to playing at Emirates, I don't know his problem over there. So I'm really indifferent about it. I don't care who starts. That's one position I really don't care about. Whoever starts, I have the same confidence in them. So
Okay, I hear that. So on your title charge this season, obviously you guys are trying to win the title. Would a draw in this game against Chelsea would it be a bad result for Arsenal?
yes. Yes. If you want to win the league over the years, look, anybody, this is not about us now, yeah. Anybody trying to win the league, competing against Pep Guardiola's City, you have to win every game possible. I mean, we saw Liverpool pick up 98 points in the league season and Pep picked 99 points. So a Chelsea team that, have been low on confidence for a long time, a ground where we haven't lost since 2018, 1-3 draw. I expect nothing but a win. So of course, if we're getting a draw from that game, I'll be disappointed. But I mean, yeah, I'll be disappointed.
Okay, yeah, well said. So yeah, I want to get your prediction for the game. So I'll do score prediction and goal scorers. What's going to be the score and who are going to get the goals if you predict that for them to be goals?
Score predictions are probably, I feel like it will be a tight game. Chelsea have dominated a lot of games this season. On average, they even have more possession than us now. I think Chelsea have on average probably 63 or so or thereabouts percent compared to Arsenal 60 point something percent on average percentage. So Chelsea have been controlling games this season. And I feel like both teams will come out to play ball. But that's one thing you really don't want to do with Arsenal.
Yeah.
You don't want to come out and play against us. The only team in the league that I can say can come out and play against us is probably City and Liverpool, and probably Brighton as well. But Chelsea, I don't think you guys are at that stage yet. I mean, player for player, that's the mistake we've been making against City for years. We try and play ball against them and boom. We are always getting embarrassed. And this is I think we've played City 3 times and, give them the ball, be cautious, be pragmatic about it. And those 3 times we haven't lost a single time. So I won't be surprised if Pochettino choose to be pragmatic on Saturday, but I
Yeah.
really pray he come out to play against us because, yeah, that's a win for us. So, and one other thing I would like to highlight is the fact that from last season to this season, I think we've been the best away team in the league. Our 3 away games this season so far, we haven't conceded a single goal. So, despite the fact that it will be a tight, I'll think probably a 1-0 win for us now, in my opinion. And even
Mm.
if it is going to end up as a draw, I will expect a goalless draw.
Mm. Mm.
Because we haven't been creating a lot of chances this season as well. Luton Town have created more chances than Arsenal Football Club this season. So
That's a
I'm not
crazy stat.
expecting us. Yeah, I'm not expecting us to, create a lot of chances. But the thing with us this season compared to last season is just that the little chances we've created, we managed to take them. So a 1-0 win to us now. That's my prediction.
Oh, okay. Who is getting that goal?
Right now, the most likely person to get that goal is Odegaard.
Yeah, that's a good goal scorer. So yeah, to wrap things up, um, obviously I know you guys are going for the title. Is this the season? Do you think this is the season where it finally comes to an end after the long wait? Do you guys win the EPL this season?
Um, I mean, it's just been 8 games.
Yeah.
Yes, and with Manchester City, you really cannot tell. Look, after what happened last season, I said to some people, next season, I'm tired. I want to take a break. Yes, because last season, if anybody told me at some point last season, some scenarios happened like we are not going to win that league last season, I wouldn't believe it. And look at what happened. They picked up from January till the end of season, they didn't stop. So you really cannot tell with City this season, but are we going to go all the way? Like, push them to the end? Yes, I think so. Do we have the required, players to do it? Yes, I believe so. Going into January transfer, I just want to see us, to sign a goal scorer, probably sell in Ketia or something. So we need the firepower. We need firepower up front, and if we can do that, and maintain this current form to January, I think we should be able to go over the line.
Okay. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that for sure. Well, thank you so much for joining again. It was a pleasure, and thank you guys for watching. Let us know down in the comment section below what you think the score prediction for that game will be, and I'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, thank you for having me.